Poker is a game played by millions of people around the world, and obviously among these players, some are incredibly skilled, and some are very bad. Card Player TV spoke to poker pro Jonathan Little about how to adjust your play when you encounter both players who are better and worse than you. Here's Little's recommendations for playing against weak opponents.
In general, you're going to want to try to play more pots in position than you normally would. You want to be opening a lot more pots. It depends on how your opponents play, actually. If they're like loose and really like maniacs, then you need to tighten up. But if they're like limping and seeing cheap flops, you need to be raising them and picking up a lot of dead money.
Little notes that a skill advantage in poker comes from making better decisions, and so the best way to maximize your advantage is to give yourself more opportunities to make those decisions.
Basically, you want to play as many pots post-flop as possible because that's where a lot of guys have the least amount of experience. So, try to see flops in position and make good plays, make better plays than they're going to make.
While playing against weak opponents is always more desirable, unfortunately, sometimes in poker tournaments, you can find yourself stuck at a table where you feel like your opponents are more advanced than you. In this case, Little recommends taking away their ability to make decisions.
Well, if they're playing better than you, say post-flop, you need to try to make it a pre-flop game where you're re-raising them often, and not necessarily often, but whenever you have something. In general, if they're like really aggressive on your left, then you should just tighten up. And I actually ran into that spot in Bay 101 just a few weeks ago, and where I had 3 really good guys on my left, and I did not tighten up, and so I went broke because they got me. So yeah, you tighten up and play good cards, and whenever they re-raise you can be happy to get all in.
By trying to get all in early in hands and pushing small edges, you take away their ability to control the pot size and utilize their decision-making advantage.
If you're say like the 80th best person out of the 100 people in this tournament, you need to be looking to get it all in a lot because that's how you're going to win. Even if you're like a 45% to win and you're getting even money, so you're going to lose 5%, you should still probably take that if you are that much worse than everyone else.
So remember, whether you think you are better or worse than the players at your table, it's imperative that you adjust your play to your opponents.